out there. For example, there is a Harvard Business Review article about it, Forbes article about job sharing, and just to kind of familiarize oneself. And then when you start it small with a pilot and get the buy-in from senior management. I think that is really critical, because that has a much higher success to, then get expanded.
Okay, fantastic. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Karen, for these great insights. We certainly appreciate you being here, part of this event, and job sharing is definitely something that I hope the people out there and listening to us are going to take into consideration as they think of new ways of expanding that talent pool that is becoming such a hot commodity. So thank you very much for being here. All right.
Thank you, Gary, very much. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. And that, believe it or not, concludes the thought leadership sessions that we had for this event. And, we really hope you enjoyed them and were able to take some insights or new insights, from what our three great presenters had to say. Obviously, now it's time to move on to the pitch competition. So let's get ready to rumble. I was hoping that I was going to have some type of video out there with Michael Buffer saying that, but I wasn't able to find a good one. But, we're ready to proceed here. As mentioned at the beginning, the Better Workplaces Challenge Cup is a pitch competition to find the latest innovators that are solving the most critical workplace challenges. So this is a pitch competition that we actually got started in February for those who of you out there that are new to this event and didn't know about it. And the participants you are seeing today competed in 17 local rounds, from which the top 3 companies advanced to the 5 regional finals. So there's 5 regional finals that we have based on how SHRM breaks up the US map, if you want to call it that. And these 5 regional winners will be advancing to the finals, which will be held at SHRM's annual conference and exposition, the largest gathering of HR professionals. Today, you're going to be hearing from 8 very exciting startups. Each company will provide a 3-minute pitch, and afterwards, they will have a 3-question and answer session with our judges. The criteria for these startups is as following. Number 1, is this a business that will create better workplaces where employers and employees thrive together? You can't have better workplaces without having, an even playing field, both for employers and employees. The second criteria is this a business that will provide value to SHRM members and their companies by helping HR professionals become more efficient and more strategic? And finally, the third criteria, which is very, very important, is this a viable business, right? Are customers actually lining up for this business? And once the pitches are completed, the judges will deliberate and choose the winner of the Northeast Regional Finals. So now, please help me in welcoming our judges for today. First, we have Tracy Harwin O'Donnell, Vice President, Global People and Services and HR Technology at VF Corporation. Hi, Tracy. Welcome to the stage.
Hi. Excited to be here.
Fantastic. Next, we have Dr. Kira Pimpeschi, Founder and Principal Consultant at Prime OD. Welcome to the stage, Kira. And then finally, Ian Fisk, Executive Director of the Mentor Capital Network. Welcome to the stage, Ian.
Thank you.
So welcome to the stage, judges. Thank you for joining us. Before we bring our first participant to the stage, SHRM's CEO and President, Johnny C. Taylor Jr. has some words to share with our participants.
On behalf of SHRM Labs, I'm proud to welcome you to the regional finals of the very first Better Workplaces Challenge Cup. Congratulations on making it this far in a tough race and on standing out among a great group of innovators. The Challenge Cup is more than a competition. It lifts the curtain on an exciting future for workplace technologies. During the past tumultuous year, businesses had to pivot quickly to keep the lights on in a locked down world. Using our best data and tech, HR professionals led an unprecedented transformation, moving quickly and carefully to put into place new practices and policies that would effectively balance people's lives and livelihoods. Our challenge would have been impossible without the emergence of new technology platforms. And thanks to innovators like you, we had the systems to navigate employee communication and engagement, workplace equity and inclusion, health and wellness, leadership development, talent management, and other essential HR functions. Now, just imagine how we will build on these ideas to shape the exciting future of work. Now more than ever, technology is HR's most important partner and can solve our greatest workplace challenges. Innovation is part of HR's skill set now, forever. So the entire profession must lean in and learn to use it to create better workplaces. The future of workplace tech has never looked more promising, and we have all of you, our finalists, to thank. Whether you win, place, or show, you are creating better workplaces for a better world. I can't wait to see what you've all created. Best of luck to you, and thanks for supporting SHRM Labs. I look forward to seeing our finalists at the SHRM Annual Conference and Expo in September in Vegas.
All right, excellent. Thanks to Johnny for those kind words to the participants. And let's go ahead and get started. Please welcome our first participant to the stage, Michael from Mindstand. Welcome to the stage, Michael. All yours.
Thanks for having me. And thank you, Tracy, Kiara, Ian. This is going to be a great event, and I'm looking forward to sharing Mindstand, our story and our mission. Excellent. Can you see my presentation? Great.
Not yet, I think. There you go.
Awesome. So hello, everyone. My name is Michael Ogusanya. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mindstand Technologies. And our tagline is fostering a healthy online community, one post at a time. We at Mindstand have developed an AI platform that integrates within Slack, G Suite, Microsoft Teams, all of the messaging tools we've gotten so used to during this quarantine to help people leaders understand, identify, and foster an inclusive work environment. As mentioned during last year's NorCal presentation, over $223 billion have been lost over the past 5 years in turnover directly related to workplace culture. Companies both large and small have implemented tools to foster remote work, distributed work, and all the while, especially over the events of last summer, companies are calling for policies, goals, and equity centered around diversity, equity, and inclusion to match their current workforce today. And at Mindstand, we've pinpointed 3 value propositions we know can be successful. The first is sentiment analysis. Understand the words or phrases that elicit a positive or negative response within your online communities. As you can see here, we've developed an admin dashboard for chief people officers, directors of diversity and inclusion, and HR generalists to receive a 10-foot view on the status and culture of their online community. This is interactive and fully imaginable so that they can create metrics that apply to their courses and their workforce today. The next is conflict reporting. Conflict reporting, when done successfully, has proven to break down barriers to communication, as well as increase a sense of belonging within their employee staff. We've developed a Mindstand bot, a cute tool that lives within your Slack, your Mattermost, any of your messaging tools, and it sits as a resource for employees. If a potentially harmful message is identified, the Mindstand bot has the capacity to reach out to the members, asking them, am I wrong? What do you think? We are empowering employees in this new remote environment to be able to anonymously nudge the next person or to send it in for further review, giving people the autonomy to be their best selves within the workplace. The last piece is DEI metrics. This is an exciting tool that we know SHRM can be so helpful with. Mindstand has the capacity to integrate within HRIS systems, whether it be Bamboo HR or Workday. So with our analytics, we can combine our work with company data to be able to tell you, what is the women participation in conversations around marketing? How long does it take for new hires to feel fully matriculated and engaged within your company? This is a metric that we know is impactful because as companies look for initiatives and programs centered around diversity, equity, and inclusion, Mindstand can quantify that, moving employees and employers to a space of efficiency as well as inclusion. And where did this start? 3 years ago, we started Mindstand as a hackathon idea. Just with that initial idea, we were told by Microsoft executives, as well as the past CIO of the Obama administration, that we'd be crazy not to pursue this idea. And we did. Over the past 3 years, we've been able to pitch across this country, win awards sponsored by Google for Startups, National Society of Black Engineers, and Google for Startups. And now we're
All right. Sorry, Michael, sorry about that, but we reached the 3 minute limit. As you're aware, these are our guidelines. So let's go ahead and turn it over to the judges. Starting off first with Tracy. First question over to you. Oh, you're on mute.
Okay.
There you
Michael, congratulations on getting this far and what you've accomplished to date. This is an exciting niche I haven't seen addressed like this. Just a question on privacy and employees feeling like Big Brother's watching them. How are you addressing that with your clients?
Absolutely. That's a critical point. As we're looking to unveil Mindstand for Visa, a client that's shown interest in Mindstand, that's one of the first questions they brought up. With Mindstand, we lead with the analytics platform. We lead with the dashboard. As we know, the word data-driven is something that happens in every corporate boardroom or decision. Mindstand's allowing you to use the data that already lives within your environment to be more actionable. So we start with an initial data dump. We work with your company to adjust the messaging to ensure that if there is a bot interaction, it happens within the compliance of the company. But again, our focus is how we can onboard you with the dashboard so that you can be a bit more aware and inclusive, especially with the shifting dynamic of the workforce today. So leading with analytics is the best thing we can do. And then the bot is a secondary offer so that you can be a bit more, you can create better touch points within your online organization.
Thank you.
All right. Next question over to you, Kira.
Hi, this is great. Thanks for sharing your message here. So thinking about your value proposition about employee sentiment, I was wondering how you grapple. This is kind of similar to the last question, Tracy's question. How do you grapple with the fact that many times, because of visibility or power dynamics, some folks are inhibited from really sharing their true feelings? So, if that's the case, how valid is the data that you're sharing, and how do you grapple with that?
Absolutely. The thing that we've seen is our ability to go directly where the culture lives within messages eliminates most of the bias that's commonly seen from feedback surveys, from relying on other people to be an advocate for themselves. Mindstand's ability to look at conversations, and we've developed 5 classifiers. The first is racially or religiously charged language, positivity. So we can identify positive, highly encouraging language for positive reinforcement, toxicity, aggressive language, and then any other forms of harassment or toxicity. So our ability to have these standard messages, we allow the company to be able to adjust it. We show them messages and ask them, do you think this is something that's completely off the rules for your company? Are these just jokes? So we can tune it to your online environment. From there, our ability to be able to be plugged in at the most core level removes this question of, oh, is this, something we've heard is there's been employees that say, we don't want another survey or feedback engagement email from leadership during times of mourning. The unique thing about Mindstand is we're really meeting companies where they are. And I think the way that we're able to adjust and tune our system to their community has proven to be the most beneficial way to be able to measure diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Okay. And final question over to you, Ian. I think you're on mute. There you go.
I don't think we're in control of our own mute here, but congratulations. You provide something of value to people who can pay for it. Step 1, how much value? You talk about the giant marketplace. How do you know that you are successful in a financially measurable way, and how do you base your pricing around that? So, you're charging a thing, you're doing a good thing, great. You're charging money for it, what's the connection? How do you know that you're successful, and how much money is it worth to your clients?
Our break-even model calculates that with 8 SMB clients at around 100 employees, as well as 2 enterprise clients at 1,000 employees, would receive Mindsen break-even from a purely technical costs. We're charging Mindsen at $5 monthly per employee per month for SMBs and $25 per employee per month for enterprises. Now, with the average employee lawsuit costing $125,000 and lasting over 291 days, almost an entire year, this is pennies on the dollar when you're looking at how Mindsen can help companies be a bit more informative before, legal attorneys, before these same messages are being screenshot and brought to their own personal attorneys. Does that answer your question, Ian?
And within the time allotted, yes. Guillermo, you're on mute.
No, am I on mute?
You were, now you're not.
All right, sorry about that. Thank you very much, Michael. And while the judges write down some notes, would you like to tell attendees where they can find out more information about Mindstand?
Yes. So if you view mindstand.com, you'll be able to see our product, our story, and our current mission. We have a beta program called the Inclusive Language Challenge. For any company that's a bit worried about how inclusive their language has been during this remote community, you can sign up today to receive a free Mindstand report on the status of your community, as well as a free 1-hour consultation with one of our premier partners. Mindstand's here for the people. Mindstand's here to ensure that you can foster a healthy environment, even when you're remote or even as you start creating a return to work policy. So visit us at Mindstand, click schedule a demo, and you'll be able to see my face again with some working technology.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much, Michael. All right, let's bring up our second participant. And next we have Compt.